Hello everybody, Snowflake here and welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force 2. In the last episode we won all three of our duels, rocking it out with Alexis. She started bringing out Dakini, although she could have done that a bit more throughout the episode, but it's fine. Dakini helped us beat Anka and Darren over at the duel field. That was a nice duel with our agent deck. Then we switched over to our Dark Scorpions to take on Yumi and Yuma. Bit of a drawn out duel, I think we could have won it sooner. But as soon as they tributed all of their monsters for Guildford the Lightning and we played Solemn Judgment, that left them very exposed and we were able to finish them off and defeat them. And then we slept, we came to the forest, we dueled Sigfor and Michael with our burn deck. And we burned them down really well. Burning Land, Des Koala, Wave Motion Cannon, Thessalos for Firestorm Monarch, plus Dark Room of Nightmare amplifying everything. Made it a very quick win in the end. So yeah, we've got 3 more tag duels coming up this episode, the first of which we will be taking on Logi and Rio. Then we will be going to class, seeing what we can do there, what cards we can pick up, and then we'll do our last 2 tag duels. Hopefully that sounds right. Okay, we move on to our Royd deck. Bit of a tribute to Cyrus, even though he doesn't respect us. Is there anything we wanted in the Royd deck? I think Power Bond. Power Bond was the main thing. We want Pot of Avarice. MST. And Book of Moon. And what do we take out? Gust Tornado. We'll get rid of Shield Crush, I think. We need 2 superchargers in there. One will do. One will do. That'll do for me. Alright, so Rio 9-9, Logi 9-0. We got an unbeaten record to try and protect here. Rio is Rocks, Logi is Masks. Right now he's just a copycat. Don't think you can. No, she can't quite go for a cyber. Well, she could get a level 6 one. Contribute Soul of Purity and Light. I'd rather shoot. I want Dakini eventually. Alright, Rio with a monster and 2 cards face down. What can we do? Let's play a Reasoning. Level 7, I don't think we have one of those. Gyroid. Take the Gyroid. And I'm also going to Soul Exchange into Rescue Roid because I don't trust that tool. And we'll set it because we can't attack this turn anyway. Guardian Statue. If we tributed Gyroid for Rescue Roid, we would have been able to beat it, but never mind. Negate attack, Call of the Haunted. Yeah, I think we're good. Grand Tiki Elder. Yeah, Manju is pretty dumb. I'm not gonna negate attack or torrential tribute that. Although maybe I should have. Maybe I should have. Do we have... Can we summon the key? We've got level 6, level 3, level 4. No. Just gonna let this one slide. The good news is Mask of Brutality costs them a lot of life points. So that could work in our favour. Well, Call of a Haunted to bring back... It doesn't work when you special summon it though, right? Not sure about that one. Yeah, we're just going to have to wait for Mask of Brutality to just whittle them down and then win. Would help if we stopped putting cards like Manju in attack mode though. Monster face down and end. Should summon Patroid to get a peek at stuff, but... Or we could flip summon Sangan and play Torrential Tribute. We can be patient, I think. Let's tribute Sangan for UFO Roid. Sangan then lets us get something to our hand. Like, probably Submarine Roid would be a good addition here. Ooh, Golden Sentry. Might be good though to get stuff back to our hand so that when we do eventually play Torrential Tribute, it doesn't just blow up everything. Curse of a Masked Beast. Golden Sentry and Grand Tiki Elder. Now might be a time for Torrential Tribute. Yeah, we haven't got much else going for us here. Okay, UFO Roid and Manju gone. Solar Purity and Light, I like it. Harvest Angel of Wisdom, that's going to do some damage. Gravity Bind. Ooh, that's a pain in the butt. So that's not even gonna... Submarine Raid's not even gonna be able to dodge that. Now Rio's just gonna do all of his flippity-flip stuff. There's Nightmare Steel Cage. Not looking good. I guess Patroid makes the most sense here. Just to see what they've got. Medusa Worm. Need to get rid of that ASAP. Yeah, that's going to be annoying. And we don't even have any weak monsters to attack with. Divine Wrath is a good card. Compulsory Evacuation Device. Oh, Compulsory Evacuation Device is going to ruin this move. But it does get rid of the Medusa one. We just need a Heavy Storm, and then we're laughing. Alright, well, no Heavy Storm, so I'm just going to have to throw some monsters down until we get something low enough level. They've run out of monsters, so I don't even know. Does Alexis have Heavy Storm? Oh, there's another Soul of Purity and Light, including removing from play 2 fairies, including another Soul of Purity and Light. I mean, these guys have got nothing. I guess we'll chuck a Jetroid down. Not much else to be doing. Where are all the gyroids now? Machine King prototypes? Anything like that? Well, nice going there, Alexis, except those cards can't attack. Now let me guess, you're going to have a monster strong enough. Nope, but I can guess what kind of a monster that's going to be. Mage power, not helpful. No point tributing anything because it's just going to bounce. Although we've got Divine Wrath, actually. Golem Sentry. Now kill the four-faced beast, which can't attack. Okay, we've got another Cyber Angel coming up. Also can't attack. Soul of Purity and Light for Edison. Which brings back the spell, right? That could be a good trade. Soul Exchange might help later. Jewelroid can't attack. And Rio's got another flippity flip monster. Creature swap doesn't really do much right now. And it's another Golden Sanctuary. Don't have anything to stop that. Manju. Going for another Masked Beast. Okay, Miraculous Descent can bring back Soul of Purity and Light. Treat Manju for... Oh, that could be Guardian Sphinx. Probably Guardian Sphinx. Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Can we bring back Harvest Angel as well? Yeah, let's just... Time for a nuke. This didn't work so well for our opponent's last episode, but... It was Creo Sphinx, not Guardian Sphinx. Didn't quite work out. Another Manju, so we can get Curse of the Masked Beast. So you could probably summon the Masked Beast right now. He is not. And he's discarded his Masked Beast because he has too many cards in his hand. Hilarious. Alright, Marshmallow's good. I mean, can't do much to speed things up. Okay, Grave Oja, can't attack. Could end up being a problem later. Rescue Roid. It's not even worth getting rid of anything for it. Grave Oja. Each time a monster's flip, summon, inflict 300 damage, so that could end up eventually defeating us. Okay, mass production. Tiki Elder and Four-Face Beast. No, you can have all of the normal monsters you want. And you discarded Grand Siki. Well, that's while Cyber can hold its own. Okay, another Grave Ogre. If they fill up their field with other monsters, I'm not going to complain. Alright, I guess Grillroid can go into defense. And there is Curse of the Masked Beast. Nah, that's cool. Grave Ogre and Null Kids. Shame you can't do much with that. Yes, I'm sure Drillroid needed to be in attack mode. Axe of Despair. If only... Should we just pump up Marshmallow at this point? It's not going to do much. 2800's not bad, but can't beat Masked Beast. Trade Etwell Cyber for Rescue Roid. I know that's probably going to stop her from summoning Cyberblade later, but I have a feeling it's not going to matter too much. Now, normally that would be great, but now that means we're thinning our deck out. And I think Alexis has the lowest amount of cards in her deck at the moment. Which is not good. Because unless I draw Heavy Storm, this duel's ending in a big old stalemate. Pot of Avarice makes some sense. Yeah, we just need to get some cards. Sangang, Gyroid, Submarine Roid. Catroid and Jetroid, sure. I'm just banking on a Heavy Storm at the moment. Not quite, but limiter removal could end up being interesting later on. Shall see. That could be a problem. Well, there's a polymerization that could have ended up in a Cyberblader, but doesn't matter because it wouldn't have been able to attack anyway. Well, there's our friend Sangan. Keeny's obviously not going to do much in our hands, so might as well go there. Was Dark Titan of Terror, I believe? Gyroid. Good card. Karma Cut, probably not going to be too helpful. I'm trying to think of what combo can win me this duel. Limiter removal, Axe of Despair, Mage Power, Creature Swap. Could be our way to doing it. Okay, Manju's gone. Alexis has Premature Burial. They discarded Medusa Worm. As funny as this was going to be, Mirror Force probably has to bite the dust here. Yeah, not what we need for this duel. What was that? Mars Sorcerer? I think it was Mars Sorcerer. Well, she had blades. She could have summoned Cyber Blade if there was space, but nope. She's just got rid of the Blade Skater, so that's not even a possibility anymore. There goes another Medusa Worm. Okay. Probably don't need 2 gyroids. 1 should be enough. Is that Mask of Dispel, I think? And there goes Senju. There goes Giant Rat. Future Fusion. Get rid of Sangan. Don't see its effects coming in handy again. Dark Titan of Terror, discarded from them. Come on, Alexis. Got rid of Etoile Cyber. Sphinx. Ooh, Nightmare Wheel. Could be worth a shot. Let's see how the situation gets later on in the duel. Morphing Shark could be interesting. What was that? Sphinx. Steamroid. Not today, I think, Steamroid. Justy Break? Yep. Now Senju. I don't think Alexis has a Heavy Storm. I need either that, MST, or my Gold Sarcophagus. What was that? Judgment of Anubis? Yeah, that was. They could have one of those on the field, to be fair. Book of Moon. Probably not today. Rantikielda's gone. No, Alexis, stop thinning your deck. This isn't good. Another Judgment of Anubis. Okay. So... Tikielda. And there's polymerization again. Curse of Royal, which is like the worst version of Judgment of Anubis. Gate Guardian. Okay, Dark Titan of Terror. Please tell me you have one heavy storm in here, Alexis. Compulsory. Uniforoid ain't it either. What was that? Mask of Brutality, we lost Soul Exchange. Magical Form. Ring of Destruction. There's potentially a way that would work if we could clear the field of all of our spells and traps. Keep it and we'll lose creature swap. Okay, Dark Factory. Yep, 2 Dark Titans back. Whoop-de-doo. We'll probably just end up putting them right back in the graveyard. Yep. Harvest Angel. Yep. Off you go. Mist Body. Why is Mist Body here? Don't remember. But maybe we're getting to a point where we actually need Nightmare Wheel to win this. So I'm gonna play it. Bit of spring control. We're just gonna have to wait this out, or they'll play Heavy Storm and we can speed things up. But there goes Magical Fawn again. Get rid of Rescueroid for Machine King. Why not? There goes another Melkid. Yeah, we're also getting to the point where a Ring of Destruction could end the game even if Nightmare Wheel does get taken off the field. So we should still win. Another four-faced beast. Alright, 7 more of our turns and we win. There goes Magic Drain. There goes Steel Cage. At this point, Ring of Destruction on Masked Beast does win us the game. If we ever find spell trap cards room. There goes a Manju. There goes Solemn Judgment. There goes Guardian Statue. Fusion Gate. I might as well play it just to get it out of my hand. Three-headed Guido. Cyber Prime is a good card, but doesn't help with continuous traps. And there it goes. By the way, you're probably seeing Alexis has 2 cards left in the deck and thinking, oh, you're lucky, you're just about going to win from Nightmare Wheel. I did figure it out mathematically, like how many turns of Nightmare Wheel I would need in order to win the duel. So, less luck, slightly more skill this time. And there goes Mask of... Mask of the Accursed, yeah. So Alexis doesn't actually have a Heavy Storm in her deck. That is worrying. And probably something we will change as soon as we can. I guess they don't even have Destiny draws anymore because they've lost so many of their deck. So much of their deck. But there it is, Nightmare Wheel eventually picks us up the victory. With Alexis getting down to her last card in her deck. And we maintain our unbeaten record against Rio and Logi. Ideally, we wouldn't have had Gravity Bind stalling us for the whole time, but what are you going to do? Okay, on to class now. Even though it feels like that duel was so long, we probably ended up missing class. I wonder, it would be funny if that was a mechanic that could happen. You dueled so many times, you were just late for class. Aim low. That's one thing Duel Academy never fails to do. Enter the basement. Okay, we're at floor 59. Got 3 chests there. You've got 6 chests, including a red one. That's going to be hard to beat. 1. 0. And 1. So yeah. Let's go with number 2. Rice ball, no thank you. Ladder, no thank you. Number of ladders decreased. Oh wow, I lost a ladder. So 3 chests had absolutely 0 effect on anything. Shining Angel and 2 face downs. Good, good. You've got Ukazi. And Final Flame. And we found a card. Amazonas Arena. Nice, a favourite of old Tanya from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Don't know if we had it before, but should be interesting. Ooh, an alien deck. Otherworld VA Zone. And Alien Shock Trooper. How interesting. Well, how about I Ukazi? I'm gonna do it again. Okay, we got another card. Ooh. Destiny Hero Defender. That is an interesting one. Fluorescent Knight. And some face damage. That's fine, because that hurts itself. And we've got plenty of other good stuff. Poison of the Old Man. And Final Flame. Yay, we go first, and we've of course got our favourite first turn card, Destructive Revolution. And we've got 2 of them. Couple of chests, we've got a battery, and a rice ball. Okay. Moving on. Floor 60. 0 chests there. 0 chests there. Oh, everything's a straight path. No chests there. What the heck? There's absolutely no chests on this floor. So I guess we'll just go with the one with the fewest opponents. So 2, 3, 2. Oh wait, is this the end? No, it's definitely not the end. There's 0 on that one though. So yeah, let's just walk straight to the next floor. One, 2, 3. That's more like it. 4 and a red chest. Well, 4 including a red chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going for quantity over quality here. That's 5. That's nothing. 2. 1, 2. Okay. 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll do number 2 then. Got a card, we got ambulance droid, and we definitely have a million of those already. Shout out to Cyrus though. And these are leveled up enemies. Level 7 now. Skill Dark Magician. 2 face stand cards. You know what? More than happy to give you some spell counters. Yep, your skill Dark Magician is going to be full by the end of the duel. But it's not going to be able to do much with them. Goblin Thief, let's wrap this up. Okay, we got a ladder. Good old spell absorption. Poison of the old man. And Dukazi. We found Relieve Monster, which we probably have already. Another ladder. And a rice ball. Maybe we should have gone for quality. Okay. 2 including a red. Four. 2 including a red. 2. 3, I think that was. So this one was 4. Yeah, okay, we'll go for 2 then. I think that one also takes us out, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, Ancient Brain. I think that's at least a fusion material. If not much else. Ukazi. And Ukaziki. We got all of our Goblin Thieves in our hand that time. And the ladder. Sea Serpent, Warrior of Darkness. Ukazi. and Restructor Revolution. Okay, Sanctuary in the Sky. Monster and 2 cards face down. Thankfully that doesn't protect you from effect damage. Final Flame. Goblin Thief. And Hinotama. Rice Ball. Battery. Ladder. Not quite what I was going for. Ukazi. And Old Man. And thus ends another successful trip to class. Yeah, we went down a few floors. I don't think we got anything particularly exciting card-wise. Yeah, let's get going, Alexis. Let's go. Let's stay in the classroom and see who hung around after class. It sounds like the kind of thing Alexis would enjoy doing. Let's switch over to our Toon deck as well. So anything we need, maybe a Judgment of Anubis would be good. Robin Goblin might actually work with this deck a little bit, but maybe. Definitely Judgment of Anubis. We need to protect Toon World. I think MST. And Book of Moon can also be a good way to avoid Toon World's negative effect, save one of the monsters. Just Tornado. Capsule's a little bit overkill. We got Gold Sarcophagus, we got Toon Tables of Contents. We should be able to find cards we're looking for. Nah, we'll leave Robin Goblin out, I think. That'll do. Ooh, we got Axel and the Gambler. Well, the Gambler's a particularly interesting opponent for Alexis over here. Because, of course, she has the law. Gambler was Alexis's, like, classmate or something on, like, a boat or something. And he gambled with a lot of students and took a lot of their stuff. And then lost to Alexis, but then still stole her scarf. And he ended up being in love with her. Big shock. Yeah. Okay, I think we'll do Dante and Tristan as the final duel after that. And then Jorg and Lily we will do next episode. Okay, 12 and 6 against Axel, 3 and 3 against Le Gambler. I will show you my best indeed. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about the combo between the Gambler's Stall and the Axel's Blaze Accelerator shenanigans. So this could be a little bit of a difficult one. I mean, any duel against a stall deck is a difficult one because unless you can destroy the stall, they're just gonna whittle you down. Okay, Alexi, what are we saying? Luckily you can at least get a monster. Even if it's Blade Skater. Maggot Drain. Maggot Drain might stop the Blaze Accelerator. Okay, well, Rocket, that is going to give him a guaranteed Blaze Accelerator. And he's going to play it. For the Maggot Drain, either stops it or sends something even more dangerous to the graveyard. And he sends Tri-Blaze to his graveyard to keep the original. That's still a win. That's still better than having to cope with a Tri-Blaze and potentially a Doomfire. Well, that's interesting. Very interesting. We were going to play Toon World, so let's just do that now. And Toon Table of Contents. Toon Dark Magician Girl can attack on the turn it's summoned, right? Yeah, so I'm thinking that's the one I go for. We'll play costs down. Get rid of Masked Sorcerer. Dark Magician Girl destroys. Oh, I wanted to destroy his rocket. I did at least attack him directly. That's not so bad. But now I'm gonna have to waste this trap to defend Toon Mermaid. Heavy Storm. That is a disaster. Yep, that is an unparalleled disaster for our Toon deck. I've got absolutely nothing now. And he got his Blaze Accelerator back from his graveyard as well. Dangerous Machine Type 6. You know Alexis doesn't have Heavy Storm. She does at least have Swords of Revealing Light. Oh, if you can get Cyber Primo on the field, that would be amazing. Three, he gets to draw. Volcanic Hammer. And that can deal damage equal to the volcanics in his graveyard while it can't attack. It's only 200 per turn, but... Yep, Toon Summon Skull, completely useless. I don't think we're going to win this duel, guys. Neither me or Alexis can summon any monsters. 3, he gets to draw. Going well for him so far. Call of the Haunted to bring back Rockets. Oh, he's got Tri-Blaze in the graveyard as well, doesn't he? So he can bring back that now. Yep, Axel's gonna love him for that. Do I Magic Drain it? Yeah, I think we do. He's not stopping it. Roulette Barrel. Well, we've got one turn left to summon a monster, Alexis. I guess Negate Attack is at least something that can protect us. Five. That would have destroyed one of our monsters, but we don't have any. And now you're the Slicer. Mirror Force or a Lightning Vortex would be nice. I could also just get a Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Let's see. A Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. I'd trade being right for a good card, but come on, man. He's got all good effects so far from his Dangerous Machine. Didn't really need to use Slice's effect, he could have just attacked. Ooh, Snipe Hunter. Negate Attack is the only thing we have left, and he can just discard as many cards as he wants to get rid of it. You got lucky there, but he can just keep doing it. And it's very unlikely to get a 1 or 6 4 times in a row. And there you go. We lose. Toon deck's tough, man. If Toon World dies, then that's it. And Alexis now has to give her scarf back to the gambler and go out with him for the next 20 years. Alright, Axel. Bit cocky there, aren't we? Next up is the Spirit deck. Now, we've got quite a few Spirit monsters. Well, not quite a few, a couple. We got the double tribute ones. We got Yamata Dragon and Hinokagu Tsuchi now. So we've got to figure out a way to use them, because I want to use them. So, edit does damage, draw until you have 5 in your hand. And we'll put one of each, we obviously don't want to overload ourselves. We have high level spirit monsters. Hinokagu Tsuchi discards your opponent's whole hand. And one card I did want to put in here was Level Conversion Lab. Because you can roll a dice and it changes the level of the monster in your hand to that level. Just put one. Book of Moon will be good to... It could potentially dodge, make a spirit dodge being returned to her hand. Other than that, I think we're Book of Moon, MST. That's pretty much it, really. Not too much else that can do too well. Spells and traps. 3 Springer Rebirths might be a bit too much. We'll go with 2. We got Sangan in here. Maybe it's worth a Sangan. I'm gonna put in a Sangan. Just in case we need like a Marshmallow or maybe a particular spirit monster. We're just very low on monsters in this deck. Okay, Axel, we'll leave you alone. Okay, Dante, and I'm assuming Tristan, 8 and 2 and 16 and 2. Let's see, the spirit deck can be a bit of a tricky one, so you never know. Okay, a lot of counter traps. Nothing really to protect Blade Skater, but we should be alright for later, hopefully, if I've got some good cards. Dante with the Abaki. Goodbye, Blade Skater. Oh, okay, that's better. We'll have a Sousa Soldier, please. Ring of Destruction. I could play Book of Moon to save it, but then Abaki will just destroy it by battle. So it's not really worth it. Alright, I guess for now we will play Swords. And we'll put the Gon Knave face down just in case. Monster and cards face down. Labyrinth of Nightmare. Okay, everything changes positions all the time. Senju makes sense. Get yourself a Dakini, and then all you need is one more level 4 monster. And you've got yourself a Dakini. Wood Cloud is gone, but they have Michizuri. So Senju is also gone. Heavy Storm, that's a bummer. That's really not good. UFO Turtle, that's 3100 points. And we don't have too much of those to spare. I've got no monsters. I don't really have anything to protect us. I've got Book of Moon that can protect us from one attack. Ooh, Metal Reflect Slime, that is a clutch draw. I do say so myself. Not just yet. Face down and 2 cards face down, and we're going to see an Alexis Destiny draw. What would it be? Soul of Purity and Light. Interesting. Have we even got 2 light monsters in the graveyard? Fiend Comedian. Alright, we lose everything in our graveyard. So even if we could summon Soul of Purity and Light, we can't anymore. And you forgot to switch Metal Reflect Slime into attack mode, So that Labyrinth of Nightmare would then switch it into defense. Now we've probably lost. Flame Ogre. Can we actually... We do have Book of Moon. We also do have Divine Wrath. Divine Wrath would have worked a bit better, I think. Now Abaki attacks, but we've got Book of Moon, so we're okay. Okay, Alexis just didn't want to use Book of Moon, even though it would have saved us. Nice one. I think Alexis was just tired of this episode and wanted it to end, to be honest. What was that? Book of Moon was there. You could have saved Solemn Judgment and used Divine Wrath on the Flame Ogre instead, and then we still would have had enough life points. Okay, well, we went 1 and 2 in this episode, but we did use some of our more niche decks, so I guess it's a little bit to be expected. Who do we duel first and with which deck? The first duel was against Logi and Rio in the forest, and we used... It was the Dark School? No, it was a Roy deck, yeah. And we just got stalled endlessly by Gravity Bind. And we played Nightmare Wheel in time before Alexis decked out, so that they ran out of life points. We went to class. Hold on. I was actually going to check some of those cards, and I always forget. Amazonas Arena, we didn't have that before. When it's activated, each player gains 600 life points. Each time a player attacks, they can pay 100 to deal 100 points of damage at the end of a battle. That takes so long. It's not worth it. Ancient Brain. Yeah, that's just a weak normal monster, but we didn't have it before. Ambulance Roid, we already had loads of those. Relieve Monster, I don't think I would even use. I think I have it, but it's just not worth using. Yeah, that was the fourth one. Is there anything else interesting? I don't think so. But yeah, when we dueled, after class, we came to the classroom and we dueled Axel and the Gambler using the Toon deck. And as soon as Toon World got wiped out, that was it. Me and Alexis were done. And then the Spirit deck got also wiped out very quickly by Dante and Logi with a Ring of Destruction, destroying our only summonable Spirit monster. And Alexis also wasn't able to get us much protection in terms of monsters, unfortunately. So yeah, that is going to be the end of this episode. In the next one, we'll do Lily and Jorg. And then we'll do 2 other tag duels as well. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.